Hello everyone, my name is Edwin Kubai from Kenya. Welcome to my study, and the research topic is acquisition and effect of ICT waste to the environment in Nairobi County, Kenya. Looking at the abstract, the purpose of this study was to investigate the acquisition and effect of disposal of ICT waste to the environment and see the proper ways on how this ICT waste should be disposed of from our learning institution. The study adopted a descriptive survey design with a sample population of 200 college students and 50 tutors randomly selected from 10 learning institutions within Nairobi County, Kenya. The study was guided with 4 research questions, which included the following: which ICT devices are used in learning institutions in Nairobi County, Kenya? How is ICT waste disposed of in Nairobi County, Kenya? Does ICT waste have any effect on the environment in Nairobi County, Kenya? Do learning institutions in Nairobi County have ICT waste disposal policy? Research methodology. The study adopted a descriptive survey to analyze specific factors that lead to acquisition and effect of disposal of ICT waste within Nairobi County, and data was collected using questionnaires and interview schedule. Looking at the biodata of the participants, the tutors who participated in this study, we had 70% who are female and 30% were male. When it comes to the students, we had 61.5% female and 38% male students. When we look at the number of ICT devices owned by tutors and students, we realize that connecting cables were close to 700 owned by students, and close to 400 connecting cables were owned by tutors, as compared to computers, printers, scanners, mobile phones, photocopying machines, and also lamination machines, as seen from the graph. When we look at the ways of disposing of ICT waste by students, most students prefer recycling at 36.5%, the best way to dispose of these ICT waste materials, compared to 5.5% who preferred burning. When we look at the number of ICT devices disposed of from the learning institutions, we realize that connecting cables are disposed of by students more than the tutors who disposed of. Actually, the number of connecting cables that have been disposed of by tutors were close to 100, while the ones that were disposed of by students were more than 400 connecting cables. We look at if the learning institutions had an ICT policy that is in place, the structured ICT policy that is in place to help in terms of disposing of the e-waste. We realize that 57 of the female tutors believed there is an ICT policy in the school, while 34% of the men believed also there is an ICT policy in the school. When find out from students if they are aware that ICT waste have an impact or effect to the environment, 70% said it has an effect, while 30% believed it has no effect. And we went further to scrutinize, find out what is the effect of ICT waste disposal environment. We realized that 47% says it actually pollutes the environment, while 5% talked about has poor hygienic, and 8.5% talks about it contaminates water, soil, and air. And then 12.0% talks about landfills and lack of decay. And then 27.5% had no idea of how really ICT is polluting our environment. When we went further to find out the number of mobile phones owned by students, we realized that male students male students have 77 mobile phones, and female students have close to 86 mobile phones. Number of mobile phones used by students for the last 3 years. If you look at the number for the just last 3 years, we realize that close to the total sample students were 200. Close to around 109 students actually owned one mobile phone, while 86 owned 2 mobile phones. Information about e-waste among the students. Find out, do these students have information about e-waste? And realize that 41.0% strongly agree there is some information about the student in the colleges about how to dispose of electronic waste, while 57% actually agree, while 2% actually are undecided whether that information is there or is not in the learning institutions. We also find out if e-waste actually pollutes the environment, and realize that among the students, whether 53.0% agree that actually e-waste pollutes our environment, while 11.0 are undecided. 4.0 actually disagree that actually e-waste actually pollutes the environment. So in actions, what we are saying from this study is that 53% of ICT waste that is disposed of the environment actually pollutes the environment. And that's why you find 139 respondents out of the total sample size of 200 believe that dumping of ICT waste to the environment actually pollutes the environment and affects the ecosystem in which human life is endangered. And there was also a concern of the study also established out that the number of mobile phones that are being owned by the respondents is actually increasing, in that for the last 3 years, 43% of the college students have owned at least 2 mobile phones within just a specific period of 2 years only. 43% of them have owned more than 2 mobile phones within this duration. Then 57% of the students have information about also e-waste. We realize that the study was established out. The study also has found out that the learning institutions have 72.1% of ICD devices that assist in making work more comfortable in their respective places. These ICT devices help students to develop their work and also do assignments in classes and also make communication more easier. Most learning institutions have what we call ICT policy management system in place, but this policy manager does not describe the procedure clearly on how to dispose of obsolete ICT devices within the organization. There is need to educate the members of the institution on proper e-waste disposal management system. Thank you very much for listening to this clip. One of the references that we have used here is we have Rolex J 2014 that talks about in his book or his article designing and using research questionnaires, but the other references are on the article itself. There is question and answer. Please, you are free to ask. Thank you very much for listening. My name is Edwin Kubai from Kenya.